Intelligent Qigong with Images, bracket 7, presented by Man Tim Lee, date November 2020. Caution: this presentation in part have contents and images that may be strange at first glance, feel disturbed to the viewer. When these conditions occur, you may wish to stop or skip to the next slide to view its other relaxing contents until your mind is settled, then view again. If it might disturb you, it may be better to watch it in the daytime when you are not alone. The Qigong images may occur in any time and anywhere. This presentation may contain different places, different person, different time, and different content. The images appear in very short time, typically 10 seconds, and not repeatable. I record where I was then. It was history. Inconvenience to others is to be avoided. The Qigong images came without words. The author wishes to describe its appearance based on its situation, to let the viewer understand the image occurrence conditions. It might tell you that there is such a kind of image. The other interpretations, inductive conclusions, are all a matter of viewpoint. This presentation may contain sex organ, adult contents. This presentation may be viewed like a photo album. The viewer may flip to an interested image, then to view its content. It shall not affect the understanding to the nature of Qigong intelligence it brings. 11:10 appeared in closed eyes. This day was a Saturday morning. I awoke and sat up on my bed. My eyes closed and saw this image. A shadow figure was like dropping down towards my sight. I was in sitting position. In this perspective, the shadow figure was changing to bigger and bigger. Would this figure be like a straw man? I thought, if life has another level, then this is not a straw man. That sticking out piece on the head would be an antenna. I remember this was the third appearance of similar image. This was the spirit level. Yin's spirit had relationship with the soul and the flying saucer. 11:10 appeared in closed eyes. The above figure was dropped down from a hole. Then the image changed. I saw the figure drop down onto a soft tissue. My impression at the time was a meridian hole. Now that I drilled this image into a picture, then I realized that soft tissue was a human face. The black figure fell right onto the forehead meridian hole Tenmu, and his feet fit right onto the upper lip channel. The whole set was looking like a sleeping man head. Even the eyes were showing. Next, I saw a stream of light conveyed to the spinal cord, kind of internal vision. From these images, I consider this shadow figure as the Yin Shen returning from outside, coming back through the Tenmu. The primordial Qi energy received back into the human body through the spinal cord meridian line, Du Mai, before waking up. 11:10 appeared in nap. This afternoon, I was at the transport department to renew my driving license. In waiting time, I dozed and saw an image, a head at the left-hand side. The top of its head was full of qi, like a flying saucer. Its eyeballs were white, also filled with qi. The mouth cavity had a golden shadow like a being. It gave me an impression that when its head filled up with qi, it would have enough pressure to mobilize the soul to go to the mouth cavity. Would this be a reflection of myself that the soul was moving to the mouth? Next was a flying saucer attached to the corner of a television screen. 1110D appeared in nap. This was a dynamic image, like I was flying across a coast, looking through a blue filter. I saw a bunker hangar house, in front of which placed a wooden box next to a palm tree. I consider this might be because these few days I watched a videotape about the autopsy of an extraterrestrial. That tape talked about in year 1947, the American New Mexico Roswell had UFO crash, recovered an extraterrestrial biological entity, EBE, sent to Texas Air Force Base for autopsy. This dream image might reflect this scenario. The box might have transported the ET corpse there. The tape did not have this image, however. 1111A appeared in nap. This afternoon I already arrived in the USA San Francisco, in a hotel room for rest, getting ready to transit to New York for work training. In dozing, I saw this image. There was a beam of light rotating, shining from top, sweeping on the floor, created a ring of light. 1111B appeared in nap. In my hotel room, I dozed and saw a yellow shadow figure with two hands stretched down, following a stream of qi, entered the meridian hole Tenmu on the forehead. Soon after, it appeared a trumpet-shaped tunnel, indicating the structure of the Tenmu. This yellow figure I consider as the situation that the soul was returning to the body via the meridian hole Tenmu. This image confirmed that the Tenmu was in trumpet shape. My question was whether this image was mine. The skull face looked Western. If it was not me, then how did I saw the meridian hole Tenmu? The answer would still be my soul went out, collected information, then returned to the brain, released the information through the optic nerve to display. 1111C appeared in quick blink. This image appeared in quick blinking of the eyes. An outline of my head, a part of the brain in transparent view. This image also displayed the position of the soul, where I added the blue arrow indication. 1111D appeared in quick blink. This image was similar to those recorded 3 months ago, except the information waves are strong, clearer, and the color was yellow. When I closed my eyes, the image was at the left-hand side. When I used a quick blink, I could see more yellow and black intervals. That seemed to be the windows of the soul capsule, and more stereo effect. This soul capsule was illuminating in my brain, so I could see it. When I used a quick blink, it allows more light to go into my eyes. The external light shone through the windows without reflection, therefore in black color. Likewise, the semi-see-through area formed the V-shaped outline. 1111E appeared in Qigong practice. Doing Qigong in San Francisco, until the 3 points combined stand. I closed my eyes and saw some red light falling into a hole. Its effect was like I was chasing the light beam until it ran very fast. There appeared a flying saucer. 11:21 A appeared in closed eyes. This morning I already awoke. In bed I closed my eyes and saw this image. This was the reality view of a soul. It was another form of display for the soul. As you notice, the soul carried head, eyes, nose, mouth, spinal cord, and arms. When it appeared, it was like it squeezed in from a hole, not flying. The chin had a slight wiggle, like saying hello. 11:22 A appeared in dream state. In dream state, I saw two beams of light, and a flying saucer was rising up. This image, I consider it as a flying saucer, was rising up inside a pyramid to the tip. From this image, I could know the greatest function of the pyramid, having slope sides, was to absorb the heat during the daytime when the outside weather was hot, then at night to release the heat energy from the ground up. The heat energy would arise and focus at the pyramid tip. This shall enable the soul and the flying saucer to ascend up and get out of the pyramid. The soul flying saucer was non-metallic. 11:23 A appeared in dream state. This day in dream state, I saw a roller compactor engineering vehicle driving on the road, and the distant tree objects. I considered this as a few days ago as I was in Canada, Vancouver, to visit my sister. My car traffic on the road might have picked up the G signal and received it by me. 11:24 A appeared in dream state. In dream state, I saw this image, all white, two arms in the form of wings. It could flap and fly. This was a soul. It had relationship with the pyramid. Later on, 5 months afterwards, in 413A, I saw the soul flew out of the pyramid. 11:24B appeared in dream state. Following the above image, I was in bed, made a turn of my body. I saw a soul sitting on the tip of the pyramid. Its information wave stretched out from its pyramid tip down to the ground along the ridge of the pyramid. By comparison of this soul with that of image 1023C, I knew how this soul would like when the soul became virtualized. 11:25A appeared in dream state. This day in dream state, I saw a stretch of boundary wall. Sticking out from the wall was a reality scene of a house roof shed. The end wall was fully grown with red flowers, very beautiful. 12:01A appeared in dream state. This was a very exciting image. This morning, just awoke, immediately I saw the image of somewhat like the interior of a flying saucer, like I was retreating from a tunnel. Then the image zoomed out, seeing a desert area with many pyramids, which aligned very well. Between every two pyramids, the pathway was wider. The white flying saucer was parked on an empty spot. Where were these placed? It would not be Egypt, because it got so many pyramids like a pyramid city. The flying saucer might have duty to do, or this might be the extraterrestrial living place. 1201b appeared in dream state. After the desert disappeared, I then saw an extraterrestrial like this. It might worth notice that this ET wore a red uniform, with a symbol on the chest, somewhat like a tau. Its right eye had a white circle on the uniform hood. From the continuity of the images, I could determine that this was the ET that took the white flying saucer to this pyramid city. The effect of this image was like my soul was following this white flying saucer all along, and even entered the saucer. Until I awoke, then I retreated back to my body. Another possibility was my soul went out to explore when I was sleeping. Until I woke up, my soul released the information to me via my optic nerve to display for me to see. By comparison of images, this red uniform ET might be the same model of ET as in previous image 930A, which had a dissected view in his right eye. The white circle on the red uniform was to tell other ETs of their kind. 1202A appeared in dream state. This day I was still in Hong Kong. Morning already wake-up time. I saw a female wearing a black gown. My position at that time was like I was behind her, at a high angle looking down. I saw her legs were long and slim, wearing those shoes like air hostess low-heel shoes. Her hair and skin was black, identical to our respectful black race. At that time I did not think much, only I felt her eyes was as big as ping-pong balls. She had her head turned to looking up above her shoulders, leading me to the interior like that. Now that I reviewed, this hallway was the corridor of a spaceship. Please see the next two images. 1202B appeared in dream state. Following the above, I saw it like a circular hole. Down there it looked like two soft teeth, and there seemed to be person coming near, leaving only the two eyes present, like that. Ah, when the perspective changed, the hole appeared to be above me, and somewhat one was looking down at me. Would this be that I was abducted, carried me to aboard a flying saucer for body check? 1202C appeared in dream state. This image was receding. That original circle was in fact the extraterrestrial's head. Its head was almost spherical, two eyes as big as ping-pong balls, diameter 4 cm. The eye white was very little. Its mouth had three pieces of soft flaps. Near the lips was yellow color. There were no teeth in the mouth, only a mouth cavity. I consider this ET had been eating qi for survival. 1202D appeared in dream state. Following the continual receding of the image, what I could see was a surprise, a black metallic spaceship. Its construction was in fine detail. Every double prism piece concaved inwards, and then bored a circular hole as the window. On one of the windows there was a stream of qi. I considered this as the lead was the window which I saw the ET had. It was the ET looking out at me. Of course, I immediately had doubt whether ET was actually spherical or just because of the round window. Yet spherical head was consistent with the first image, 1202A. It has almost spherical head. Eyes were very round. When I saw the spaceship and windows, I felt relieved because I was safe. 1205A appeared in closed eyes. This was seen in leisure closed eyes. It was another form of display of the four elephants. The soul could be hidden in the dark shadow. The image shall belong to internal vision. 1209A appeared in dream state. In dream state, I saw a dark shadow. I considered this as an extraterrestrial. On its head was not feather crown. It was head grown with horn. This image shall belong to external Qi signal. 1211A appeared in closed eyes. These two images, drilled as one, were seen in leisure closed eyes in my time usage. On the left, it was like a hole opened. Within that hole of black, a cloud of Qi was rotating, forming a kind of like a flying saucer. On the right, it was more like a flying saucer, because in daytime, in full conscious, the background scene was not resembling the sky. This image shall belong to internal vision, another form of display of the soul. 1212A appeared in dream state. This was an interesting scene, like a sarcastic episode in the movie. My eyes was following the arrowed direction of a cloud flow, looking down from above. Down there, a man dressed in olden days clothing, a gown, cheongsam, hair in long pigtail. Soon the cloud under my sight, it caught up, exceeding ahead of my sight. Suddenly this man put his hands crossed on his head as an umbrella, sheltering like it was starting to rain. Yet under this cloud condition, I did see the rain down there. The man quickly turned right, and he ran crumbling off the road to the trees for shelter. The sarcastic part was the crumbling run, and I did not see anywhere suitable for his rain shelter. Perhaps this image was from an old movie. If so, it was a memory recall. If not movie, this image was a residual T signal. The man's clothing, hairstyle was over 100 years old vintage. It was a Qi time reversal phenomenon. 1215A appeared in closed eyes. This was seen in my time usage. It was another display form of the third eye. This image shall belong to internal vision. 1216A appeared in dream state. This was seen in dream state. This flying saucer's flying direction was like it was returning. It might worth to mention that this flying saucer was white color. It did not look to be metallic, no. Therefore, I consider this situation as, before I woke up, my soul flying saucer would return to my brain. This image shall belong to internal vision. 1219A appeared in quick blink. This was seen in my quick blink of eyes. This was the situation of the third eye opened completely. Inside the golden yellow part was like a complex eye. The dim lateral band line was like the rim of a flying saucer. This image was actually similar situation to 1215A, first image of this slide. After it zoomed out, this image shall belong to internal vision. 1219B appeared in nap. This afternoon I returned to my office after lunch. During resting, I dozed and saw a table, covered with red cloth. On the table there was a piece of stamp chalk, made of jade. On that stamp there was a sloped surface, so the color was dimmer. While I was trying to see more clearly whether this was a jade stamp, the dim slope top surface had a Chinese dragon raised up. It was very weak information wave. It was the apparition of a Chinese dragon. This was in Hong Kong, a cosmopolitan city. I was not aware of any kind of celebration going on nearby. Where could this Qi signal come from? It might just make use of the darkness on the chalk for display to me. 1228 appeared in quick blink. It was 6 p.m. in the evening. I was still in office. In my time usage, a quick blink of the eyes, I saw a golden dinosaur head. Its scale skin quality was like so could be seen. It was composed of golden information wave, so I consider this as another level of the dinosaur soul. On the right, it was an image came in the same night when I used quick blink. I saw a dinosaur with open mouth and teeth. In white color, it was a dinosaur astral body. From this image, I could see dinosaur. It was a time reversal phenomenon. Yet the actual skin color of the dinosaur was unknown to me. I consider this image as an aberration of a dinosaur. 1222A appeared in dream state. In dream state, I saw something got airborne. 1222B appeared in dream state. Soon after, I saw a flying saucer in transparent view. Inside there was a snow-white man meditating in his lotus position. His palms were in an interlocking handprint. There was a red bead in the handprint, a way of crossing the fingers. I thought, I understood how the man inside the flying saucer would have made himself fly by meditating in lotus position. That red bead indicating the qi in his body was strong, focused in his palms, the qi in red color. Yet I looked again. I thought his clothes were too much neat. Even the sleeve folding were very neat. It might be a drawing, print picture from cartoon movie material like Longju, a memory recall. If this was real-life person, it would mean to tell that man could fly by doing meditation, to turn himself into a flying saucer, to fly around. So far, I do not have this flying psychic ability. This image can only serve as a reference. 12:23 appeared in dream state. In dream state, I saw a light coffee brown background. On it there was something illuminating glass beads. This kind of position combination, I could easily call them planets orbiting the Sun, a solar system. Yet here there was shown 10 planets, and in real-life planets, their orbit tracks would be invisible. This I consider it as a solar system drawing from video compact disc. This image shall belong to memory recall. 1277A appeared in NAP. This day I was in Singapore for outstation work. After work I rested in my hotel room. In dozing I saw this image and was a bit afraid. A scout shadow figure. His ear shot out a beam of light. The scary part was a stealthy flying saucer behind him. If this was a ghost, plus a ghostly flying saucer, would it be scary, I thought. When I opened my eyes, everything in the room was normal. 12:28 appeared in dream state. This day I was still in Singapore. In dream state I saw a humanoid. Based on its body type, I consider this as an extraterrestrial. It might worth to note that its body had pigments. Eyes were triangular shaped. When this image appeared, this ET was ascending from below my sight. 12:28B appeared in dream state. Soon later I saw a dissection view of a turbulence channel. When it appeared, it was very weak signal, a trumpet-shaped boundary. The flared-out area had turbulence dispersing out. The narrow area had a dot of light. I consider this image as the above ET conveyed the message. This was the situation of the flying saucer entering a space tunnel. The dot of light was a flying saucer. 12:28C appeared in quick blink. This was seen in my quick blink of my eyes. It was in an acrylic painting, a horse, yet I did not know where this painting was in. 0101A appeared in dream state. This was a very dramatic image. In dream state I saw an image like this. The circular opening was some distance away. It was the content of a time tunnel. There was a shadow figure floating in from the opening. There was another shadow figure. It was already walking on the tunnel. The image was stationary. This image was dramatic because in old movies, when there was a need to describe a story about the time tunnel event, it was usually done by placing a prop board at the end of a walkway. The prop board would have drawn a circle. The actor would strike through the circle from the back of the board into the walkway as being passed through the time tunnel. The time tunnel that I saw was very much the same situation. In other words, there must be other drama writing people who had dreams about the same, also said this was the time tunnel. 0102A appeared in closed eyes. This was seen in closed eyes. How shall I treat this image? I consider it as a content of the brain. On the lower left arch, like a letter U, was the passage of Qi. The upper tip of the U was the passage from the meridian hole 10 Mu. The lower tip of the U was a passage from the eye's optic nerve. Both passages merges into the third eye, pineal gland. Following that band was the hairline boundary. The top of the head there was a bright spot like a little pin was the meridian holding. These passages all connected, leading to the qi flow to the pineal gland, optic nerve, enable us to see things. 01038 appeared in closed eyes. This image further looked like my hairline zone was lighted up, filled with qi. The one bright spot on the head, hind top, was verified to be the meridian holding. After checking with the book 01068 appeared in dream state. This image was seen in dream state. This was another display form of the above two images added together. The image meridian holding was still illuminating. 01098 appeared in dream state. This day I was in Hong Kong. In dream state I saw this dynamic image. When it appeared, it was like it was flying out from its tail spot, and its next move would be flying up. Would this be an astral body of a butterfly? 0109B appeared in nap. This day I was in Hong Kong. After lunch I was in office, reading the newspaper for a while. Then I poked my head against my desk and felt drowsy. I dozed and saw a shadow head watching a television screen like so, and on the screen there appeared two extraterrestrials, which was popularized in America as the Greys. It might worth to notice that the Greys were capable of activities, have groups, and have organization, as we shall see in subsequent images. Before this time, those ETs seen were single. This time appeared two together. 0109C appeared in nap. Soon after the appearance of the above image, the scene changed. Then I saw an extraterrestrial jogging. Its action was large, and the whole body moved up and down like it was skipping. The curved line would be the edge of a flying saucer. 0109D appeared in nap. This ET jogging along the curved way until it ran to a place. It hauled out a cage located on a dark place, and then opened the cage door, released a few small black shadow figures. Among them, inside the cage, the yellow figure was looking like the gray. If these black shadow figures were ghostly souls because they were small, then this image indicated that the Greys were raising souls. The Greys have organization. 0109E appeared in quick blink. This afternoon in my time usage, with my quick blink of my eyes, I saw this image. This was like a space capsule. Inside was a skull, spinal cord, and wing. Its wings might be a stream of qi ejecting from its chest, with two hands bracketing the qi formed the wing. After I found it, at any time when I was near to a wall, look at the wall, did a quick blink, I could see this image. Therefore, I consider this as the real appearance of the soul. What was it doing? There was no evidence as shown in a stationary image that the soul capsule might be flying. I consider this soul capsule located in the brain, between the meridian holes of Huai and the holding, as shown in Figure 0102A, where the tip of the needle pin was. 0110A appeared in dream state. This morning in a drowsy dream state, it was like I was looking at my daughter's school report, on which it had comment in Chinese, meaning the two persons would not talk in jokes, only would base on facts to discuss. I did not know why I received this message. Perhaps my soul commented my relationship with my daughter. I consider this comment quite true. NB appeared in closed eyes. This was seen in closed eyes. When I changed to quick blink of my eyes, I would see its shape change to, as in later image, 0111C. From this image, I could see the structure of the soul capsule. Its top half part was yellow. When looked carefully, I could see the black, red, like an umbrella ribs structure. The two halves, fused together, placed like windows. The images appear to have slight rotation, yet the speed was very slow. 111A appeared in dream state. This morning in dream state I saw this image. I consider this as the legend told, an extraterrestrial hybrid female. Her skin was white-brown. Eyes were elongated, double eyelids, nose bridge high, nose a bit like a tube, black hair, curly hairstyle. The outlook of this female quite beautiful. I consider this image Qi signal came from embedded in the videotape programs The Extraterrestrial, in which there was an interview with an American lady who had a case of contact with extraterrestrial in her house. 0111B appeared in quick blink. This afternoon in my time usage, I saw this image. This was still a soul capsule. From this image I could see the soul puts its two hands stretched out into a curve, both hands to bracket the chi ejected from its chest like a rocket. If this was flying, it would be easy to say that it was making use of the chi ejection to propel the flight. Yet the image was stationary. What was the soul doing? Perhaps it was supplying cosmic energy, chi, to my body. 0111C appeared in closed eyes. When I finished my quick blink, I closed my eyes. I saw the original shape of the soul capsule. I consider this as when I did my quick blink, it allows more light into my eyes to strike onto the soul capsule. The light penetrated the capsule, enabled me to see the see-through, transparent view of the soul capsule. See my soul. 112A appeared in dream state. Today was a Friday. My dream state had a very big discovery. This was the extraterrestrial Grace Soul information wave. When this image appeared, it was twinkling, seeing it zooming in towards my sight. 112B appeared in dream state. Following the above information wave dispersed, rising from below my sight was a see-through view of the Grace skull. It arose and turned to its left. Image appeared for 5 seconds, and this was the best angle to see clearly and formed my deep impression. It might worth to note that the Grace's lower jaw bones near the teeth joint made a sharp bend into L shape, so the gill bones was in sharp angle. It had no outer ear, two nostril holes, no nose bridge cartilage. Upper jaw and lower jaw were fused together, so the mouth could not move. Teeth degenerated. From this image, I understood why other report was saying that the extraterrestrial's mouth did not move. They used their extrasensory induction to convey their messages. Although I had not heard of any vocal speech from the ET, this image did confirm the mouth not move. 112C appeared in dream state. This image was seen while I was not paying attention. The Grace's hand was in this shape. 112D appeared in dream state. Following the above image disappeared, I saw the Grace flying vehicle, or better said it, the Grace flying saucer. It was consistent with the previous seen Soul flying saucer and its principle of flying. If the extraterrestrial gray had body and shape, a tangible entity, an extraterrestrial biological entity, and if their saucer was metallic construction, then this image would be the flying track left behind. Did the gray have the ability to visualize their metallic saucer? I have not seen. This saucer image was composed of white chi particle. There was no metallic shininess. I consider this as the Great Soul flying saucer. 112E appeared in dream state. When the above flying saucer image was fading away, the outline of it was still there. It showed a transparent view of the Great Soul and its driving of the flying saucer, a kind of situation. From this image it was shown that in flight when driving, the Great's abdomen tilted forward, head turned right, and its eyes was the windows of the saucer. It might be worth to note that the flying saucer had no steering rudder. There was not necessary for it to hold any steering wheel. There was a round pendant-shaped object in its chest. It might be the Great's heart. See the heart in previous image 112A. I consider this heart a source of its flying ability. 112F appeared in dream state. Following from the above images came this one like I was looking from the sea level at a distance. There was an island. There was 3 blocks of stones stacked together. It looked like a building, yet it was stone. I thought if this was an island, after putting 3 stones already full, this island would be very small. If this was not an island, it would be more difficult to explain the situation. Thought about it back and forth. I consider this as an island on the sea. 112G appeared in dream state. Again, what was this? I thought about it a long time. Then I considered this as the side view of the above building. This might be the east side view, and the above was the south side view. 3 stones stacked up were actually 2 pieces, one short, one tall, stacked onto a large piece. Inside the taller stone piece, there was an illuminating object, indicating the grace was there. Because of the continuity of the images, I consider that extraterrestrial gray had become stealthy in the form of information wave diffused into the stone blocks as its living place. 112G appeared in dream state. The above image displayed for a while, few seconds. The screenshot changed. Oh, I saw the gray space interior facility. In an all-white site, the floor appeared to have white squared tiles. On site there were two white cylindrical shaped kind of machine, one bent metal bar in white to protect the two machines. The machine on the left, it had a rod sticking out with spherical bit on top. What are these machines for? From my engineering viewpoint, I consider these are hot water boilers. More sophistication would be nuclear reactors. The left machine with a rod and bead would be an antenna to receive energy and control commands. Opposite to the machine there was two tables and two stools. The whole place was very simple, clean and neat. 116A appeared in closed eyes. This time I was on an airplane, going to India for outstation work. In my seat, I closed my eyes and saw this image. What would this be? An ancient trilobite soul, perhaps. In looking back previous record, 405B, I saw a similar image, except it had more multipets, and this image had a pair of claws. 116B appeared in closed eyes. On an airplane, I had time for testing my Qigong function. I used my quick blink method. I could see the soul opening its arms. Its chest were ejecting Qi out. When I closed my eyes again, I saw the soul capsule. 116C appeared in closed eyes. I did not pay attention for a while. In different time, I closed my eyes and I saw a Tai Chi. The soul capsule was hiding in the white portion center, where that belly button was. Yang Qi. 116D appeared in closed eyes. Sitting on an airplane for some time, I felt tired. I closed my eyes. This time, I saw the soul capsule was continuously releasing its information wave. It had tiny strokes spitting out from the windows, and then received the strokes from the top of the capsule, spitting out from the bottom of the capsule, and received strokes into windows, back into the capsule. The position of the soul capsule did not change. The trend of the signal track and its flashing gave an impression of a thumb-down right-hand rule rotation. Yet, visually I could not see it rotate. 116E appeared in closed eyes. Soon after, I closed my eyes and saw another image like this. I added an arrow to indicate its rotation direction. The directions were continuously flashing. The effect was that the information waves were strokes thrown out of the window, in the arrow direction up to the end, onto the black shadow figures underneath its butt. Ah, this black shadow figure was a soul messenger. Inside the capsule, the soul threw information wave out, created a messenger outside the capsule. When the energy was large enough, the soul messenger would be able to fly out. This way of flying out the soul messenger was then called capsule out Yin-Sen. In previous images, 1110A, 1110B, I understood the black figure could fly out when I slept and return when I awoke. It could bring back information, therefore called as soul messenger. 117A appeared in closed eyes. Last night I arrived at India, Mumbai. This day I woke, eyes closed. I saw this image. It was the third eye display, a humanoid. Her behind had two strokes of bent light, like her hair was spun in horsetail hairstyle. 117B appeared in closed eyes. This was an interesting image. It was seen in my eyes closed. It belongs to Soul. Its head looked like a flying saucer. Its top had two rods, four spherical balls. Each ball could rotate along the x-axis, and each rod could rotate along the z-axis. As such, when the spherical balls rotate, it could sweep out a window for the flying saucer. Each ball finished its one self-revolution. The rod would move to make its common revolution. Each ball changed position, then do the self-revolution repeatedly. I consider this was the way it created the windows of the flying saucer. To be continued. See my Intelligent Qigong with images. Bracket 8. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Peace to the world.